Hey everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Mr. Teskey, uh, if you guys ever want to do any type of Zoom session and ask any questions, I am more than willing to do that any time of the day. Like I've told you multiple times, I'll keep saying this, is just a reminder, email me. I get back to you almost instantaneously unless I'm in a meeting. The other thing is with the people I've done flip goods, you will get replies from me. After I go through all 75 people, I'll open it up and you'll get my reply. Right now I have about half done replied, but you can't see it yet until I open it up to everyone. So I hope everyone is doing well. So what we're going to get into next is ecology. And ecology is around us, and it's a perfect time to talk about it, I think, as spring approaches, as hopefully everyone was outside the last couple of days enjoying the really nice weather, and we start seeing different things out in nature. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and show you this, and I will probably go like that. All right, so let's start with interactions of living things. First of all, what is ecology? Well, ecology is just going to be the study of interactions between organisms and their surroundings. Anytime you go out in nature, there's tons of different stuff interacting. I live in town, of course, and behind my house, I can walk down to the river, and I can take my boys down there, and you can see all the different things, especially even popping up now. A couple of weeks ago when there was snow all over on the ground, even in some open spots, you could start seeing some plants that are starting to come to. And this type of this time of year, you're seeing all these interactions constantly going. So there's going to be two parts of the environment now, and this is going to lead us to what we're actually going to be doing today. So the first thing is biotic, which is the living part of the environment. Bio always means living. So when you guys get into 10th grade, you're going to take biology, which is the study of living things. And living parts of the environment that you can think of, around here even. Think of anything that's living in that environment. So for example, I'm just random stuff here, an alligator and a fish and clams and plants, and around here you'd have rabbits and wolves, and you can get bears and evergreen trees and ash trees, and it depends where you live, of course. Abiotic is all the non-living parts of the environment. So looking at the non-living parts, that's going to be a little different. What are non-living parts of the environment actually? And you think about it, people always think, well, something dead. Well, no. Remember, a long time ago, we talked about living versus non-living. So non-living parts, what parts of the environment make it up? Well, I'm going to give you an example. As you know, and I probably have talked about this many times, I'm from North Dakota. North Dakota is a place where I grew up is flatlands, prairie, no trees. The only trees you have are people planted them for crops as windbreaks. And so why do they not have trees, but we come out this far and we do? Well, that's all based on one of the non-living parts of the environment, the amount of moisture you get. They don't get as much moisture, and when you get into the soil texture too, but they don't get as much moisture from rain shadow effect of the mountains going through North Dakota. And the farther out you go, the more rain you get. So a non-living part would be like water, soil, temperature, how much light you get. You can probably walk around your yard right now and see, wow, still got a little snow pile there. Why is that? Well, maybe the sunlight doesn't hit it all day, or very little during the day, as I have a couple snow piles yet. So here's an example. So here's an angler fish, I think it's called, if I remember right. If you remember on Finding Nemo, these things are actually really small. They're not very big. They're small. So would that be abiotic or biotic? And that one would be biotic. Okay, it's living. Let's go here to a tornado. A tornado just went through here somewhere and did some destruction somewhere south, I can't remember. But would that be living? You always ask yourself, basically living or non-living. Well, that's going to be a non-living part, so that's going to be abiotic. It moves and has wind, but nothing part of that tornado is living. Let's look at water here. Living or non-living? Living things live in it, but water itself is non-living, so that's going to be abiotic. And if you look at that, water can do a lot of different things like erode cliffs and things like that. So let's look at here. There's they're like little sponges in the ocean, salt water. They filter particles. Is that going to be living or non-living? Well, living, so then it's going to be biotic. And this is verbiage we're going to start using now, biotic versus abiotic. And when we look at that, and that's where I'm going to stop. Sorry, I flipped back there. When we look at this, these are all around us anytime you go out in nature. So this is going to be your assignment for this, is I would like you to go outside. And tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day. Or actually, when you're watching this, today is supposed to be a nice day. So I would like you to go outside. I'd like you to make like a T-chart, boom, like that, abiotic, biotic. And I want you to go on a 10-15 minute walk and just jot down different living and non-living, so biotic and abiotic parts of the environment. And then what I'd like you to do is I will have a Google Doc in Google Classroom. Just type your stuff in there, and then that's going to be your assignment for today. And this will be the last time we have science this week. So if there's any questions, I have some people that want to retake tests. That's fine. I'll let you do that. I'm still getting in a few assignments that people handed in, trying to get through all my stuff. So if there's any questions, please email me. Other than that, so after the quiz, of course, you've already taken, and then this. So remember, you're going outside, biotic, abiotic, list, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, as many as you can find. And try to be specific if you can. I understand if you're like, tree. Well, if you know what type of tree, maybe put it down. Is it a maple tree? Is it an ash tree? Is it evergreen? Is it weeping willow? What kind of tree is it? And maybe do a little digging. And then look at those non-living parts and even maybe describe them a little bit. Okay? All right. I hope everyone's doing well, and we will talk soon. All right. See ya.